Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with a favorites video. I don't even know when the last time I filmed a favorites video was, but we're not even going to get into that. But I'm so hyped. I'm filming my May favorites for you guys. I had a little bit of things, not too much, but you know the deal. I gotta share my stuff. So I don't want the intro to be super long, but if you guys want to see what my favorites were from the month of May, then just keep watching. Mwah. Okay, so I have a good variety of stuff, kind of. I mean, I feel like majority is highlights, so we should start with those. So the first highlight that I want to talk about is a highlight from MAC. It's an extra dimension skin finish in the shade Superb. This shit is lit, like OD lit, like unexplainably lit. Rose gold type of vibe. It's so gorgeous. Let me show you guys the swatch. Okay, so this is the swatch of Superb. It has like this rose gold, like silvery type tone to it, and it's freaking stunning. I've been feeling those type of like tones a lot more recently. I'm not into like the super like golden highlights. It has to have somewhat of like a silver tint to it. I don't know, and you would think that like with my skin tone it wouldn't really look good, but I'm obsessed with it. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's not the highlight I'm wearing today. This is another one. I don't want to talk about this one just yet though, because I feel like it's still too soon. I mean, I love the one I'm wearing, but yeah, I don't want to talk. That's not the one we're talking about. But yeah, the highlight again is MAC Superb. You guys need this. It's so worth it and so freaking good and so worth the fucking hype. Like, oh my god. Okay, so the next highlight that I'm going to talk about is limited edition, but I'm pretty sure you're still able to get it. It's actually from Estee Lauder. It's like another, it's like a re-promote, I guess you could say. It's the highlight in Heat Wave, and oh my god, like, isn't this stunning? Just like the look of it, oh my god, it's so beautiful, and it's even more beautiful on the skin. And this is a straight up gold. Like, this is the only gold I've been feeling, to be honest. And I use this more. I went to Puerto Rico recently, and this was like the only highlight I used because this shit was fleeky. It was popping. It was so nice on my tan skin, and it's just gorgeous. Like, I definitely want to get a backup of this because it's so beautiful. Like, now I understand why everybody loved this so much and why it's like Amrezy's favorite highlight. It's so worth it, so beautiful, and just, you guys need this. I think it's like, it's kind of up there. It's like $45 maybe, but there's some highlights that cost more than that shit, so I feel like this is still good. And how beautiful is the packaging? Like, look at that. Rose gold and like white vibes. And then there's like a little, the little opening is blue. I'm just obsessed with it. I love good packaging. That can literally sell me. But let me show you guys a swatch. So like, in comparison, obviously, to this one, it has a little bit more silver in it. You could see that this is like straight up gold. And it's like super freaking pigmented, but it's so beautiful. I swear, like, stunning. So what I like to do when it comes to highlights, like a little tip, I'll typically spray my brush with Fix Plus. After I already spray my skin, I'll spray my actual brush, dip it in the highlight, and then apply it, and that shit makes it even more fleeky. So like, if you guys want like a mega fleeky highlight, that's definitely something you should look into. That's a good ass idea. But yeah, again, that was just Estee Lauder Heat Wave. So the next product that I'm going to be talking to you guys about are the Cover FX Custom Illuminating Enhancer Drops, something along those lines, Enhancer Drops. So they're basically like the highlighting drops, and I have it in the shade Sunlight. This one is the one I've been using a lot lately. I'm obsessed with this, more so like to mix in with my foundation. I haven't really like applied it on top of my foundation, but more like I'll add a couple drops of foundation, add a couple drops of this to my foundation, maybe like 2 because this is really intense, and then I'll apply it on. I have it mixed in with my foundation today, and I just feel like it made my skin look super glowy and very like dewy. It just enhances the look. If you guys are into like a dewy looking makeup look, I know some of my oily skin girls aren't really into that, but me, I'm super dry, so that's like my thing. It just makes my skin look very healthy and like alive and fresh and perfect for spring, summer. So I'm really happy that I discovered these. I'm gonna see, let me see if I can give you guys a quick swatch. Even though I'm sure you guys have seen these like all over by now, but this shit's super intense. It's very stark, so don't let it scare you because it's still so worth it. Okay, so this is how it looks in the shade Sunlight. It's so beautiful. Like, I just love the shade. It's very like boom in your face. So if you're scared of that, I really wouldn't like totally recommend that. I mean, it's really your preference, but if you're not into like a super stark highlight, I wouldn't say like go out and get these, because you kind of have to know how to work with it, or maybe just use like 1 drop sparingly. But to be honest, I feel like I'm gonna have this for a really long time because I don't see myself going through this like super quick. especially because I'm not like literally using it to apply highlight. I'm using it to add to my highlight type vibe. Okay, so I think that was it with the highlights. So now I have 2 blushes to talk about. So this is a blush that I literally wear on a daily basis. Like my makeup look, I'm not doing my makeup like this on a Monday through Friday type deal because I go to work and I'm just not putting on a full face of makeup every day. But I definitely love to always wear blush. Blush is like super important to me because I feel like it gives you like a flush to your cheeks and kind of just like that, like, whew, kind of, I don't know, like, I don't know, just, it makes you look like awake and like pretty, and I just love blush. For me, blush is just as important as concealer. So the blush that I'm talking about is actually a Sephora collection blush in the shade Passionate. It's this beautiful peachy shade. So freaking gorgeous. Like, just, and you don't even need to put like a lot. Like, you can dip your brush in like once and kind of like lightly pass it through and you get that like perfect blush, all you need. It's just the best blush ever. I don't even know who put me onto this. I feel like my sister might have put me onto this. She's mega lit. She has a blog, guys. By the way, you guys should totally check her blog out. I'm going to link it down below. It's dorianperez.com. But yo, this blush, guys, this blush. It's worth every penny. I think it's like 14 bucks, which is like a really good deal, as opposed to like these freaking other blushes that cost like 30. So again, that's Sephora collection blush in the shade Passionate, and it's this peachy, beautiful, I think it's a matte blush too, actually. That should probably be something I should say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's matte. It looks matte, but it's gorgeous. So gorgeous. You need it. Okay, so I actually have another blush to talk about. This one's from MAC. Yo, MAC has been coming out with some good ass products lately. Like, I'm impressed. I'm very happy about it. And I don't know, I'm just impressed. I'm loving it. This is an extra dimension blush. I think this is like something new to their line because I don't think they've ever sold extra dimension blushes. I know they have extra dimension skin finishes like the one I showed you earlier, but in a blush form. So this blush has a little bit of a sheen. It's kind of like, let me tell you the shade. The shade I love is called Hushed Tone. It's gorgeous. It's like a rusted, like apricot type of shade. It's a little deeper. I don't love like, so if you guys can tell, like the pattern that I have going here, I like a peachy type of blush, something that can blend nice with my bronzer. I would never put on a pink blush. I don't know, it's just me. I just don't think it looks really good on my skin, like a pinky blush. Like, no, it's just not my thing. So stuff like this is definitely what you'll always see me wearing. This blush is just beautiful. It blended out super well. It's the blush I'm wearing today. It has like a little bit of a sheen to it. I just think it's like bomb.com. I'm obsessed with it. I purchased some other colors, but I haven't been able to try those yet. But this has been in circulation with this one recently, and I'm just obsessed with them. Like, I love a good blush, just like I love a good highlight. I mean, I'm all about that highlight, but blush, like I told you, is just as important to me as like highlight and concealer. So important. But again, this is MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Hushed Tone. Like, I was just talking about concealer so freaking much, so I feel like I should talk about concealer. So I want to just give a quick shout out to my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have been loving the shit out of this. I mean, I love this concealer to begin with, but I kind of sort of forgot about it because of my Tarte Shape Tape. But because, like I told you guys before, I'm not doing like full coverage foundation to go to work. So this is really what I wear. Like, concealer is just it for me. I'm going to do a tutorial of like my everyday, like no foundation makeup routine. And you guys can kind of see like what my day-to-day face looks like. Like, this is good for filming and this is good for like when I'm going out and stuff. But you guys have to see like what the real live looks like Monday through Friday typically. So my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer comes in freaking handy. Always makes me look awake. I use the shade Biscuit. It has a little bit of a peachy tone to it, so that kind of cancels out the dark circles because you know your girl wakes up mad early for work and shit. And yeah, this is just a freaking life freaking saver. I'm trying not to curse as much, guys. I'm really trying, okay? But it's a fucking lifesaver. But yeah, you guys need this NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm sure you guys already have it, but I had to give it a little shout out this month. It's my shit. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I went back to this. Ulta had 21 Days of Beauty and I bought like 6 of them because I haven't been using it. I feel like I've been doing my brows with like powders a lot recently. And this is just my tried and true. It just is what it is. I have to stop like fighting the funk, fighting the feeling. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. But it's just the best. I feel like it gets the job done. The only thing that always like deters me is because these finish quick, but I don't know. I just feel like my brows always look so good. I have it in the shade Chocolate. That's what I used for my brows today. And I just love it. I feel like nothing compares. I tried to use the NYX one. It just like wasn't comparable. But I do like the MAC ones. The only thing that sucks about the MAC ones is that there's no spoolie on the end. In the MAC pencils, I use the shade Spiked. And this one I use Chocolate. So yes, guys, Anastasia Brow Wiz. If you know that you love something, just stop trying to get away from it, because that's what I did, and I'm back. Okay, so the next product is actually an eyeliner. I never really wear eyeliner, but when I do, it's usually brown. It's never black for the most part, like unless I'm doing a black smoky eye or something, but I feel like brown looks a little bit more on the natural side, and it's still like dark, but it's not like so harsh, if you get what I'm saying. So I am talking about this Lancôme Eye Kohl, and the shade is Black Coffee, but it's really like brown. I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck? She just said she doesn't like black, but this is like more of like a dark brown to me, and it is like the only eyeliner that I've come across that stays in my waterline. And like, look how big this damn pencil is. So big. I love it. It's the best. So this is what it looks like. So here's the swatch of the eyeliner. You can tell it's like a dark brown. As long as it's not black, I'm good because it's just too harsh for me. So the brown works for me. It's nice and dark, one swipe and it, you know, it goes on. And it's not like I'm sitting here tugging in my inner room, which like freaks me the hell out. Like, oh my God, I just hate putting eyeliner on, but I love the way it looks afterwards. But this is more for like nighttime purposes. I really wouldn't wear eyeliner during the day. But yeah, this eyeliner is the shit. Lancôme Black Coffee. If you guys need a new eyeliner, this is a good one. Okay, last thing I'm talking about is actually an eyeshadow palette. This is the Violet Voss Matte About You palette. It's one of my favorites right now. It is so gorgeous. These are the shades. It's just stunning. Like, I've been really into a matte eye. Really been into a matte eye recently. Like, I don't know what it is with me and shimmer. Just we haven't been getting along, or like, I don't even know what the hell you want to call it. It's just mattes. I just gravitate to them. Browns, those brownie reds. Like, I'm a very warm toned girl, and for the most part, this palette is very warm. You do have some of your cool tone browns like right here. And like, it looks kind of, this is like a grayishy color, but you have a cool tone brown. You do have a lighter shade in like a brown color and it's cool tone as well. Shit, just dug my nail into that. But yeah, this palette is so good, and I don't even remember the cost. I wish I did, but I don't. But I'm sure it's probably like somewhere between like $45 and $50, because that's pretty much like the typical palette cost. The only thing I wish is that this packaging wasn't so thick. That's the only thing. I don't know if you guys have the Laura Lee palette, but that one's like really slim. I wish that Violet Voss continued with that packaging, because to like travel with this, it's like a little, it's a lot actually. It's not a little. But yeah, no, this palette is so freaking good. Let me give you guys a close up. So here's what the palette looks like up close. It's so gorgeous, and you guys need it if you don't have it. Yeah, that's pretty much that. This is the best eyeshadow palette out right now, in my opinion. You guys should totally get it if you don't have it. Matte About You, Violet Voss. Okay, so you guys know what time it is. Favorite music. I have a lot, but I'm not going to play too much. I've really been into the Spanish vibe recently, so you guys will probably hear a lot of that. But there's a decent amount of stuff. There's a little bit of a mix, so let's just get into that.
And I can put my paws on. Did you see what I done? Came in the black Benz, left in the white one. I'm just old like my game in my bones, and my niggas wanna try some. Did you see what I done? Came in the black Benz, left in the white one. She the one that bring them raindrops. We go back, remember crisscross and hopscotch. You the one that hold me down when the block's hot. I make your dreams come true when you wake up, and your looks just the same without no makeup.
Let the only real one intimidate ya. See you watching going at a time. Now I'm the one, yeah. Like me, excited, so excited. Fell in love with a thought. She just wanna fuck me for my clouds. Bitch, I'm off the lean, I crashed the Audi. I just spent 200 on this Audi. Woke up to niggas talking like me. So pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, yo que eres malicia con delicadeza. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza. Oye, despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. I gotta give it to her like the end. she look at 100,000. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch, I'm drowning in water. I just bought a Cuban, dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch, I'm drowning. Tengo tu foto, pa' volverme loco. Pensando en ti, solamente en ti, mi corazón roto. Tengo tu foto, dice que no me conoce, no, 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 no. Y si me ha visto, se supone que en el pasado fue. Yo sí me acuerdo como lo hacíamos, como en la cama no matábamos. Looking like a quarter lick. Since they wanna bend that bitch, since they wanna bend that bitch, got some hitters in my clip. Looking like a quarter lick.
I be cheating, she be crying, she tell the truth, I be lying, it's a bank, half a ticket, it's a car, might be jet, hold up, it's a jet, it's a check, it's a savage, now she wet, it's a pirate, I got crack, got a cooling system, it's a tech.
People's outside. The way that I shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen. Amen. There's love in my life, don't know what's in store.
Okay guys, I think that's it. I played mad freaking music. I tried to shove it all in there. I'm gonna try not to make this video super long. But as always, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And also don't forget to subscribe. That would mean the freaking world to me. If you guys want to see some more videos from me, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Mwah! Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.